Abusia for me because I was son of Peguso at TV, how we take TV news. Now, Michelle Semna say, Eddie Amau, they are acquitted by election. In a year, say was September, Bus Minida, at Tosun, you know, our Fimpinuni, Eduno, Enumono, Yadibeshe, so I will my Ghana Hanano, and about to come inside a electoral commission, Womodi Abetu, your Muchem say, see, I dear woman, I crado, I and there, I guess Bus Minida, Tosso. A year do enkron ewa fimpinuni eduno enumono wo mo ashasi a mo printed ballot personal and the eduma egusu gidigde mo chese sia de o ma ye krado sa abato no hye so ewa kwetia ene important
was said at the instance of the IGP invited the electoral commission, the political parties involved in the in the Akotia by-elections, and then there were some media personnel were also present. All that we discussed was the way forward to ensure a very successful election in Akotia, by-election. Electoral Commission on our part, we indicated that we are ready. As at now, we are going to start printing of ballots from tomorrow. Recruitment has already been done. We have procured all the materials required for the elections. And so we are ready. Political parties also raise issues concerning security, and the police, led by the IGP, has assured us that there will be effective security to ensure that voters go about their normal duties on the D-Day in a very peaceful manner. And therefore, the people should have trust in the system. And nobody is going to intimidate anybody. What happened in Abrikuma North was raised, but the police assured us that that is a thing of the past, and that they are on the ground. They are going to ensure that nobody takes the law into his or her own hands. So for now, we are all geared toward Akotia by-election, and we are all hopeful that the security, as explained by the police, will be effective. And Electoral Commission is also poised to ensure that we deliver our mandate in a very professional manner. We just call on the political parties to go by the rules for all of us to have a very successful by-elections in Akotia. Thank you.
Did the political parties, any of them have any concerns?
Concerns were raised, as I said. Security concerns were raised, and the police dealt with that. You know, based on what happened in Abrikuma North, some of them were suspicious and they were apprehensive. But the police has taken us through the security measures put in place. And now we are all aware of what's going to happen, and we are all sure that the police...
Yeah, there were concern from the founder the Actions People's Party, Ora Kenneth Isiama Ono, and our day Abetuja. Watch him say, about to a beco so ewa Kutian important momudia, a first time, Nemo Momo, GD pass and Kunimdema ebeti me, Aqua de Amomo. Ewo about to a beco so ewa September Bosumene de Tosumino, Action People's Party, Womuchim say, Womudie, a first time Momudia, Nemum GD, Womo ewo be papa say, Wombetimi Edin Kunim, Ewa Batwe, and Woman Sama, a penny our Dano Kenneth, as Samoa wode Abetuja.
Just the MPP and NDC, you always know how they play their games. All the concerns that was raised was previous concerns, blame games and other stuff, which was boycotted because all of them are victim to whatever happens when they come in terms of by-election. And that wasn't the reason why we were here. We were here because of Akotia. We want how we are going to fight Akotia and how we are going to deal with Akotia so that those previous things, that what has happened previously will not happen. So we deal with the Akotia, and the police has given us all the guidelines. So from today, anybody, next week, anybody who is entering Akotia should be very careful, whether you are carrying arms or whatever. There are going to almost about 33 checkpoints before you get to Akotia town. And the police have assured all of us that this election, all the regional commanders in Ghana are coming, and they are going to be in charge of each polling station. And each police station will have almost about 10 armed police officers. No macho man in that perimeter around 100 kilometers away. If you are a macho man, if you are a political party leader, you can never come there with your macho mans. Only those people who have invitation or who have Electoral Commission accreditation can enter into that perimeter, and that we made a request. I personally made a request to the police, even though you have accreditation, you should be searched, because we don't want what happened at Abrekumanov, like how Akumsi were carrying pepper spray. So those details were being made, and it is emphatically that there is no way those things, weapon or whatever, will be allowed in that perimeters. So definitely, we did our best. The police have given us all the guidelines. We need to abide by the rules and the regulations of the law so that there will be peaceful election in Akotia.
Let's talk about the APP. So you are a political party. Some of us are hearing about you for the first time. You're confident you're not wasting money?
We are not wasting money. We are there to win this election. You see, what you people are always saying, NDC and MPP. This time it's not about NDC and MPP. Ghanaians already know who they are. And you know Akotia, there was a lot of problems in Akotia by elections. Even in election after the 2024 election, we saw what happens.
How many votes did you garner in the 2024 elections?
2024, we did not stand because at that time our certificates were not ready.
Oh,
so 2024,
first election.
Yeah, this is my first election.
Wow.
So by 2024, we have an alliance with the NDC.
So in view of all the things, the measures being laid down by the police, what does that mean to you and your party?
That was perfect. That is all that we want. Because we don't want to go into this by-election.
Yeah, there were a concern from the New Patriotic Party, NPP, Maame Esi and so in same way, Kwama, a Ghana Police Service, Womunche, ma Akotia by-election, assume mapa, Intimi Pimo, no muchim say, Ablekuma, not violence, a si wohono. Woman pese side and a best sign AC ewa kwete no nti womo share Ghana Police Service womo amohwe ma eye basbasaye AC ewo Ablekuma not no womo hwe na sesia de sankofo no yemfo mu nya enkotwe aban ekukum na asotwe bia wo no yemfa momo ansa eye akwete by election etimi edru so ho se womo pese de AC ewa Ablekuma not no ebi ebesan AC ewa akwete ene ne important no nti na mo share aban se won hwe na wonye bibibia enfam momo sesia den same way ana eye NPP Maame Esi Nkrumah the New Patriotic Party womo de abetudwa ewo saye de mo to ansem ne so akonsem from anopedia eye NPP National Organizer Henry Nana Boache enso e den same way abetudwa wo de kwama Inspector General of Police IGP Wochem say IGP di abetudwa wochem say eye abato en munde obebo ne homoden amasumje mapetime pie mo ho de siye ewa Ablekuma no 3 run no violence no wochem say won hwe masade no ebi ensan ensi ewo eye akwetia by election mo enu nti obi bia enka na koma entu ne yem na on de bo shekese ana ode kwa ma obi bia IGP ni nsem a wode abetudwa eye NPP National Organizer Henry Nana Boache enso asomo eni.
Yes, first of all, this was a good meeting. We raised some important issues. The police gave us the assurances, but we said that assurances are built on confidence. We also expressed our dissatisfaction with the conduct of the Ghana police, especially in the recently held rerun of about 19 polling stations in Ablekuma. We said that thugs who were linked to the NDC, who caused mayhem, their images are all over, the videos all over. And as we speak, the Ghana police has not effected any decisive arrest. We saw a communique that stated that they have arrested 2 persons. We don't know what came up. We don't have any update. Were they put before the court? Are they on remand? We don't even know anything at all. So we were very, very, very strong on this particular point. And then the IGP said that, look, they are also serious about it, and we should even expect that even today, by close of today, some arrest would be made. We also mentioned it to the IGP that, look, if they want us to rely on these assurances, then they must work on what happened in Ablekumanov. Why? Because if a stalwart of the New Patriotic Party or even any ordinary member is coming to Akwetia with the mindset of what happened to Honorable Howard Kumsin and my deputy, clearly the person is going to protect himself. And I've kept saying this, that for the New Patriotic Party, we are going to protect ourselves. And self-protection is well stated within the laws of this country. So the Ghana police should give us that confidence that they have dealt with the Ablekumanov issue. We have 2 more weeks to go. And I think that we still have a lot of time for them to make some decisive arrest and put these hoodlums, these thugs, before the law court. We mentioned that. Then again, the police also assured us that they are going to deploy over 5,000 men and they do not need the services of the military. This is purely a police matter. And they also gave us that assurance that this is going to be a Ghana police matter and we do not want the intervention of the military. So largely, the IGP says that he is going to make sure that this is going to be one of the most peaceful by-elections we've had in this country. But our concerns are still the fact that we have had some people who caused some mayhem in Ablekumanov. They are still working free. They must make some arrests and they must put these guys before the law court. So we said that.
Henry, so we know that we've seen the performance of the IGP and the police service in dealing with elections. Ablekumanov is an instance. How confident are you that the concerns you're raising will be addressed in the next 2 weeks before the elections?
Yeah, I think they can do so. Look, recently there were some few guys who made some comments on social media. The police, in their view, thought that it was a threat to our peace. They effected arrest. And as I speak, yesterday they were released. So we also pointed this out to Ghana police that if you can make such quick arrest, how is it difficult for you to arrest people who've caused these problems over a month ago? But again, they assured us that they are going to have some arrest and they are going to make sure that they instill the confidence that is needed for us to go into the Akwetia by-elections. So that is what we have said. But we have also mentioned it to them that as we speak, we lack that requisite confidence in the Ghana police, especially
Ebusiafo nti NPP national organizer wono anodin semwe etu dwaye to ansem ne so de amamu dia deputy national director de my election and IT Miche Rashid Tanko wono so de abetu dwa wo chim se omo de omo abom homode na ombe san abom homode amasumbe mapa etimi epiemu e wa Akwetia ba election emom opposition party bi a wo beba na wo beye basbasa na se ode weapon bi be hye ne ho aba na nya ade asade no wombe so esan se Maame Howard Kumsin mra ye di Ablekumanov we ran no ehihye so no wo ba na pepper spray ni no ma bi na ehihye no wo chese sisi ade asade no enya ade a wombe so ende no ma so ochina eno ti wo mo hye IGP se wo hwe ma security no emu enye dinye papa wo Akwetia ba election emu Rashid Tanko wono anode semwe abetu eja.
They've given us their roadmap, their deployment plan, indicating they are bringing all their regional commanders and then their homework members to beef up security, and that they are not going to leave any stone unturned to make sure that there's enough security at the place. And so they are not expecting anybody to come with any macho men or personal security and all that. The EC also brief us what they intend to do in terms of accreditation. They'll make sure that all our leadership who are going to do the monitoring observation will be given accreditation. And we are very clear in our mind that the NDC were committed to the peace plan, the process they've put in place. But we are mindful of the activity of our opponents who will come in there with dangerous weapons. You remember what happened at Ablekumanov? That triggered all this problem. And then there was a pepper spray. One of their leaders, our commission, had pepper spray in her back. She came to the place and was asking an unnecessary question. To the extent she was spraying that one, even to officers of the police as well as the EC officials. I mean, all these things cause the problem at that polling stations. So telling them they need to beef up security and make sure that the fact that you are a former minister or a former MP or MP, if you don't have accreditation, you have no business at the polling station. And I also made it easy to make sure that they post the results at the end of the collation in each of the polling stations, because it's a requirement under Regulation 39 3C that at the end of the collation they need to put one there, so that if there's anything we can rely on that one too. The EC said yes, and they're also saying that we should make sure that our supporters don't tamper with those things when they put it out there. I mean, so we're clear in our mind. The police have given us all the assurance.
Ebusia for Rashid Tanko wono anodin semwe ebetu dwa Fancy comedy enso abekasa wochem se mra ye che no kotu efiaso no eye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ebon homode efre se ye fa sankofo we ento VVIP bia ya eye air conditioning no ma private me afom ho no ensemwe anna eye Fancy comedy e dia betu dwa mra wo pie fi efiase ho eba ye ni tema wodi tu dwa eni
Alba Kubaye, Emma of Frema, Sas Yemi Sambejina, and I'm a doctor near Kasai.
Okay.
I walk like a canal, almost die inside the trace. Dr. Baumiana and Yakasa, almost say, baby, I had done. Almost say, I am better. VIP.
Hey, I was so hollow. It's so what I'm done. Dr. Bamia free. I'm a month old before
or before Bonting, I said, Doctor,
Casa. I'm one and the corner Kasai.
Nipara, they are 2 hours.
Look, I'm good to see you. When the doctor had you are not seeing me. I'm on the Kasai.
I'm saying, may I think Kwani say Obama.
Pampa.
Yeah, the doctor Kasai no say Ukraine say politics there. Sanity. Oyama Ojinachi in Sumu, a Wiamu. No say a boss up to Monday, dear. Up to Monday, dear. Monday name bro so da.
Eddie Amobefi.
Eddie Amobefi. Penina Casas up to Monday pet. The papa you be a blame. I just promote tobacco. More Monday.
You could comedy in some hour de betuja in ye de air coins and from Eddie Rashid Tanko. One also another betuja. Watch him say, Sebani say ye chiobi. Ewa batomo and I say be a watches and ya post for no quan and I will more ewo to me. I want me Eddie BB say name a year ubia okita abai kata. I will to me arrest Tiano. With me a bibisa and unti someone NPP amenu kono womodi abetudwa efa akwetia arrest no womochwe mu se eno eyade bia womodi womo enso so esan se posi ni nkwa enye obi a wotimi echi obi ewo man ne sema wodi tudwa eni.
But they were also worried about some arrests that are from this in our current Deputy General Secretary made a statement that former appointees will be arrested at Akotia. They raised it there and were surprised. Why should they bring it to this place? Because our Deputy General Secretary didn't say the police will arrest. He said they will be arrested. But and there are other agencies. No, there are other agencies. It's not the only official authority. There are others. And I'm saying that if you are a fugitive, and then you should be worried about it. If you are not a fugitive, why should we be worried with a statement of that nature?
But as we speak, we don't know of any.
And so hold on, wait and see whether the people will be picked or not. If you know you have done something against the law, and they are looking for you and they're not getting you, if you avail yourself over there, they will arrest you. There are other agencies who have the power of arrest. And they don't necessarily need, I have my 2 lawyers flank me here. I'm not a lawyer. These are 2 senior lawyers. And they've made me to believe that even citizens can arrest and hand over to the police, not you. If they find out that you are committing a crime, and then at that point there are no police around there, citizens can arrest. And also if you say that it is only police who have the power to arrest, then citizens should fold their arms. Other agencies will also have that power. And so he made a statement, and he didn't point out to the agency which is supposed to arrest. And we still stand by it that those that the agencies are looking for, other allied agencies, they've invited them, some have run away, they can't get them, they're hiding. When they appear there, they will trigger the arrest, other citizens will arrest them, or the agencies will come in and pick them up from the place. That one there is within the law. They are not violating any law. My lawyers have made me to believe this, and I believe so.
Okay.
Ebusuafo no nti Rashid Tanko ne nsɛm a wɔno so wɔde abɛtudwa no pɛyɛ ene yegyina ne nsɛm so ne adane ye ho akɔgye aboafo nkrato abaye ba nsɛm no ɛdɔɔso na mɛtoa so ɛde ama
Fraba edwaso ni o yanom ehyen a use fuel we so yensesa oil ne wo hia ene ni key ehyen egumechi nyina eye lip moto Giomi anase nami eyemu bia wo sabeka wo KFM Limited e wo Ghana ha lip moto abefo kansa be yanom emwedene sanso efe wa hwe interiors here ka hear me timusisi and you trying to lip moto. There was 3 modes of driving. Obetimi a switch it, so open temo a, obe the sports mode. So person will save you battery. Obetimi use economy mode. Na so pentem na open normal riding so a, you trying to standard. We charge your battery within 6 hours. Ebetumi do wako Kumasi aba. Metre air 310 kilometers. Enti woni how. Obetumi so the 3 hours fast charger. A charger na man you full. Bonama no wako Kumasi aba. Say no. Me try the aka no. Giomi. Ni awo hia ne key. Make sure say key ni ben. Wa wo hwese na interior on it na. Black and white papa. So no FSN yo. Wa screen tentin. E bo ma hu car no battery aka. Na ma hu mileage nso wo so. We so de etu kwan 320 kilometers and sana was a charge. Ubetimi a charge in 6 hours. Fast charger ye 3 hours. A barefoot if you so. Ubetimi a driving in 3 modes. A yes standard, sports, and I say economy. So what pentem to say me yanum choose sports was it. Ubetimi to qualify hakokubase. Ama battery ni biswak because a 320 kilometers. Who charging in 6 hours, ubetimi in your full battery. Now when you fast charge and swap 3 hours per you're set. Making sure so okay in the car when you saw walking. Will be a door na start. Chili Giobi, black and white. Makuma swat. Man san cow dear. You check the akana. Yeah, no. I bet for the any muba kunio. The awiyano key. Making sure so key in the band when you saw walking. We no F. Let a woman sit down. Eye grey ni yo ma hodo mi no de ni hakakra ene de mu odu esanso wo screens mi no wey e ma wo information a wonya wo car ne wo nyina ase be se ya bonnum papa your friend entertainment ya wo hia no ane e best wo betumi so driving in 3 modes just like the others standard and I say sports so open tema car we so e betumi to kwaya kokumasi aba 330 kilometers. Ichema udu kra betime jesi so no wabonyum kakra ansa na edu wo charge in 6 hours no so betime so charge no 3 hours if no fast charge eyinu mu nyina KFM Limited ene de ya betwa so freyen ne me sanka wo de ententem so open installment a high purchase and train won ase we've got you solid. Yanume, on sabetimi aka fidie mu bia e wo KFM Limited. On sabeke fidie no na wotua no nkakra we unya no bebia age KFM Limited. Fraying ever sort out.
Yo, I'm for ene yamama kwaba e de ba e KFM musical shopper. The Tosumino, who free a Kumasi Macom Dadam Hono, a sunny a day ba a dumino, Sabran Udu a Sambra Junction, Sambra Hotel, Quantana Sope. Now shop no any Sambra Hotel and the Dinja anymore. Would the free Sambra Hotel a wo sunny a deco, Nankane and Hagan Hono, Anne, a ho and a KFM musical shop. The Tosumino, yet be no fofro. Now the air can say, if you dear papa a timiche. The Odia sorry, the Ode Gro Agro Ahudo. Tuma de Bia Woody Obey a young fiddy musical instrument piano, a KFM into a say Ghana Muntie asanteman muntie eye KFM musical shop ana sabre ya bie no foforo mu no chan ewo Prempeh the second street wofri old Melcom down na wo sane ede ko adum no ane udu Sambra Hotel kwantane so na wa dane onsani fa so oho ana KFM musical shop yi ewo yene Sambra Hotel ana ehwe animo ya twa abrebia
gina mese se me proud and say me dwa na free Kumasi adum KFM instrument store obi bisa sa se bo me fo de what to ma woni si da what de niam papa ejina wonim na what to say yes what to no bibi aka wakoma ni nyina free KFM instrument store Kumasi adum so mi gina na me to no ma bitimi nya ho me ka fi se fi papa mu anim na mi gina no wo betra ye ko ma ya do se kana twananka kanau ensamfu ayi
Ebusia for Yegusua, Emma Makwaba, Edamase, Sanope, Muguso, Etimu TV, Moshe KFM TV News. Mikoso Eka will say, Anopa Kasi, Echego, Ewe Abe Fontin Tampidi, so Facebook, any YouTuber, KFM TV, JHN, Subitimi, Akoshebi, now I share, now I like, and now I drink, and a studio guasse, Amame Kama, Metwansem, so the Maudia, NPP support tobacco, no idea, but to your watch him say, so ye be Bruno, don't who dom NPP, a menu conaya, dear be wintem, essence or no, and more born home or then who codom sa pathway, H. no one sign age in my, and unti Anna Walker Sadi, we nay footoo, and or dear Kwama, Bebunubia, war my Ghana, Hawaii, Nadrin, we see Nadrin Piso. What no codom NPP a menu con watch said that now NPP a menu con the odo who codom my idea and I'll be wintem. Ninsema, what the tuja any
menu bedin ko mobi mbeza o yame mi yepa na ukasa obi o ya NPP ni bi atimi omi evrami kalipo wokulu agogo one of the communicators said in my party no me are disabled ya campaign wi yenyina yelusu ya betravi the whole of Hilo abibi ni bi eni wo bebi sane say onimi kalipo bega zo onimi otiaze mi operate information center party ni bremi amplify say yavanye announcement iwi election executives ni bi eba me shop say me fa amplify ni mleo media koma wo honza me yuso no omu say omu ba be fro mi po no mo akoyi fine mi si omu be yi ba emrate no me to me fo uba Hilo district ayekulu agogo party no ye be chemienu no mo afafa na yenso ya fafa yen am a communicator yen ni NDC for ne boy ni yen ni NDC for ne boy ni it is a yen party e bi 3 yan kasa eguye ni monsia we are standing against our own party. I'm telling you, I'm a communicator. They know me. You can call everybody in Hilo district and they will tell you. I personally, na you to ninyina me tumufu uwo kula gugu emrate ni maba wa mo Hilo district nyina me tumufu. Look at my condition. Show me.
Enunti jilo eye krago womo anomode sa dewe abetudwa ho sa ye de mo concern from edia eye dental circuit court edia abetudwa mo chem se eye emayo amienu a womo kan sembo ne de farmer Penny John Dramani Mahama ho emra eye helicopter crash esi ya womo etweti Penny John Dramani Mahama ni nebusua no ye de omo kopie mu ewo court ne no ana bewa na omo hwehwe se court ebetimi de ama omo ne sesi ade abetudwa se court edina womo ebeo na yesan ede omo atwe aban kukum na wotwemienu a womo kyese womo ntwe hokosi mra womo betimi ha ye nhwehwemu ewa asemi ho ewie anso womo etimi epie womo nsem a womo di tudwa eni Yeah, the more air to answer so Edia National Youth Organizer Edema, the New Patriotic Party, NPP Amenyo Kunsala Mustafa, one also Edia Betuja, watch him says, there a year and by 1 year no, our free NPP Amenyo Kunmono, and Edio Makotre Abai Ekukumesa, Norma Bia, Womokafa, Penny John, Dramani Mahama, home, and Winti, and Edomo, Akotre Abai Kukuma, Moches, Omuguswa, a Yenshimo, Edia Fawa more, Asemi, and Hokosi say, won't be you know, some by 1 year no, one Bekoswa. Actually, Abai Ekukumo. A National Youth Organizer, Edema NPP Amenyo Kunsala Mustafa Nesema, Wadi Tuja, any.
So I can confirm that 2 ladies have been picked up by national security and I think on behalf of the police. In fact, since Friday, they were brought in Friday morning around 6 a.m. unbeknownst to us and everybody. Yesterday, when Sir Obama was recalled to the CID, was when we took notice of the presence of the 2 ladies at the SIU unit of the headquarters. And we inquired, and it was also related to TikTok videos in the same manner that relates to Fanti, and Yaira and Co. So we inquired, and the same explanation was given us that they had gone on TikTok to make some disparaging remarks towards His Excellency the President. And I have taken time to listen to the video, and I can say on authority that you would not hear any threat on the life of the president from the ladies. What they expressed was a wish that instead of some of the people who were involved in the crash, it was other people rather. Regrettable, but which does not constitute crime. We can decry language.
Concern from Edia in Shire, so Marshebedwani on Monyam for Stephen Amwa, so Ede Abetuja, watch him says, Uncle for a dear Makotri Aban Kukumesa and Semgia, Womoka Farmer, Penny John Dramani Mahama, on way, HSA, a Amanyo Sem, no more dear Abe for a deal with Miss and say, Sadia way a unconstitutional, when he has sent combat to me, Achi more Aquatri Aban Ekukum in Shire, so Marshebedwani, a year on Monyam for Stephen Amwa, Nisama. Ono so anope wode abetu dwane na KFM TV yesu ye DB ebesomo.
The accused person was not taken. The prosecution just rose up and asked the court that they have not completed investigations and that the court should remand the accused persons into police custody. And the court gave blessings to that. A clear flagrance to the 48-hour rule, because the accused persons were arrested on Friday. Clearly, they have spent more than 96 hours in custody. So their detention beyond that time was unlawful. And it was an aberration to the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Yet, a court of law has given blessing to this without taking the plea of the accused persons, without taking into consideration the ailing conditions of the accused persons. We are grateful.
Honorable, what do you have to say about
the lawyer has spoken? What they did honestly I'm not a lawyer, but just see Article 14 of the 1992 Constitution, Clause 3 and 4, especially the 4. I mean, it talks about circumstances where if the trial is not done within the legally considered time frame, I mean, unconditionally, the person has to be released. And from Friday up to now, even the plea was not taken. Besides, the lady is highly sick, and she was just released from police hospital with all the drugs we saw. Into what crime? I mean, I'm not supporting the fact that if they had insulted the president, that was right, no. But honestly speaking, I mean, how criminal is this for poor Ghanaian young girls to be taken through this ordeal? And because of that, we are not even applying the laws as we are supposed to. I mean, purely, this is politics. It's politics of just making sure that those who are not supporting the NDC are being treated like they are not Ghanaians. And when it comes to their issues, democracy, rule of law, the constitution, and other
in some way, and I'm penny for a day I bet to dry horse. I had over 817 so the penny for our mother Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. And I will my Ghana Harbor 9 Eco PMO, a rich hospital, a nurse senior ranty be a sorting no. When I could more, when I mudru hono sema, or mudi to Johnny say, one be bomb homewarding, I'm a Bible home 708 me, age nasu papa, a day a moment into Bibia and Kanakoma and Tony Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association Pennyfa, Womudio Monimno, woman summer, Womode Abetuja.
Assistant National PR and what do you call it? Shanti Chairman, a free aunt. So we are here this morning to solidarize with you, first of all, to visit you and see how you are doing. We have already met management. We've met the hospital director. Thankfully, the regional director of health services also joined the meeting, and we just finished with them. After seeing you, we will meet all nurses and midwives at the Rich Hospital, and then we'll take such remedial steps. They have assured us that they'll do everything possible to make sure that we recover fully and also apprehend the culprits. But that said, we as a union will also take the necessary steps to safeguard the interests of all nurses and midwives, and for that matter, all health workers. We want you to know that an attack on one nurse or midwife is an attack on every nurse or every midwife in Ghana, and by extension, all health workers, because we are here to offer such essential services to the Ghanaian, and if they will not cooperate with us.
Yeah, there were a concern from the Transport Minister Joseph Bukari Nekpe. One also at the Abetuja, which him says, there were more a joint operational woman in National Security and a Lands Commission. Akye and Kabuma or more Ebeshe say, a year a dying Ahodra, a CC Biaya, any say CC baby to say railway, and Nick Biaya, any says head and Sissina, or more iron Kabuma on Beshe, Amna, or more demolish said dining ya, a day for send a bear, meet me in your quine, a day in Sassino, a year in Noma Pa, any point in Yuma, ever my Ghana.
We are working with the National Security, and we are going to work with the Lands Commission. There's going to be massive demolition of structures that are on the right of way of the Railway Development Authority. And when that is done, we will quickly get the Lands Commission to help us put titles to all our lands. I shouldn't miss words to say that it is from our own workers who are selling our lands to the encroachers. And that is one thing that we are dealing internally. We will not spare any of our workers. If we trace to see that you have sold our land, we will take you on. And you will be ready to settle whoever you have taken money from, for us to have these public assets for the public use. We need to reserve something for all of us. Public use. These lands were secured by our first president, Sergeant Dr. Maame Esi Nkrumah, for the use of public. Ask yourself, if you are just an individual seeking to take public lands for your own individual use, are you serving yourself good? Because you yourself and your family or whoever you have will also need to move.
Ebusia formedo eko ejwedi nsemu dia Ministry of Finance penny odano Dr. Kese Wato Forsen na wode abetu dwomu chem sese ade nyankopon adom mabom homodin edisika anosombu esuye papa de ahye DDEP no Womodi ashema eno ebo amagana esikasem etimi akone nimie papa na beto dwa se aban abone homodin etua sika no sombo 9.7 billion Ghana cedis de ahye coupon payment under DDEP emu omochese no ade abebo my Ghana na ebekoso abo amagana esikasem etimi ejina ne nan so na bribia no economy na ye bisi basa no etimi akonenim de amaye no ti finance ministry sema anope wo modi abetu dwane na peni wodoma no Dr. Kese Wato Force wono anogina ministry enim awodin semwe na ebetu dwe ho sa ye gina so ne de dwade nsem no aba na wiye na metwa me ho sima aba me ba me de nsem no ekọ enigede emu. Yado kwa Nigerian semu dia Nigerian AFM Corporation NFC womode abetu dwomu chese video ene infonyini bia etwegwa we abefo ntentam video ne so a womo etwemu se womo Director Chief Executive wono Wato Anana no wonsiedo Ali Nuhu Wato Anana no wonsiedo no eno anomode abetu dwomu chese eno enye no krede bia da isanse abrante woguso a etias wonwuye eno ntinsema etwegwa abefo ntentam video so no nokre bia ni menu nti uti bia na wabo atu ego sanse nye nokre na mbetimi ede owu atu obi so sadia na nde ya ade a ehu ye papa no nti Nigerian AFM Corporation NFC mpenifo womo anano pe womo de nsem abetu yo mu chese Ali Nuhu wonwuye woguso a ete atiasefo asasi so eno nti hwe no bibia amfa ewu ambo no ewo ho sansemwe ana NFC mpenifo womo de abetu dwa ye gina womo nsemi so ne ade anopa no so mpem kase no yedninia aba na wie ya no pensem no na edosu ye papa ye de asida kese ebekọ ama ya boafo KFM Musical Center Dada Batek Hub and a Talent Microfinance Omana no pay womo ebo ye twido ma ye de kase boy ye de ebe so mo nsem no de di mo akwetine ebi eni se eye abato komisa isi enso echemu se akweti aba election no ade a ebekọ so 13 when nsem eni afufo pi anope ye bo ano aye de be so mo se no so pem kase wo KFM TV so ken kan fo anope wo temi kan edi ameje so ene Maame Esi Nkrumah ye mamu ina achi